Hello everybody, David here, and we're up to episode 13 of my Let's Play series, where I learn all of the noob or newbie Minecraft things that I didn't learn because I spent the last decade and a half mostly in creative mode. So today, I've had a week, the kind of week that no one ever wants. So I am very far behind, and my brain is completely burnt to a crisp. I can't tell you lots of details because it's, personal. But my cat ended up in the vet. Mr. Henry Murderhands was in the vet because I thought he was choking. Turns out he's just coughing. It's winter here in New Zealand right now, so he's got a cat cough, a cat cold. So I spent the last week coddling and feeding and hugging and letting him on me, even though him sleeping with me at night is quite painful because I've got fibromyalgia. So he always puts his, does the cookie kneading thing on all of my pressure points, all the bits of body that hurt. So it's been a very rough week, along with lots of other private stuff going on as well. So I'm going to be a tiny bit lazy just because there isn't time to do any planning, and my creative brain is dead. It's dead on arrival. I need more sleep. So we're going to do a chore day episode. Okay. Just the little chores that I keep meaning to do and never end up doing because they're boring or they're small. Off camera, I dug underneath the castle. See, there's the furnace array, and I'm going to put a couple of automatic farms in. These ones I've seen a billion trillion times on my Hermitcraft for sugarcane and cacti. I've never actually done them. The cactus one looks pretty easy. I have not done the sugarcane one before. It's got pistons. That's all the pistons I can make, so I'm going to have to do the math, and we'll see how much of an automatic file I can make, because I have to go and get more stuff with the thing. I think it's wood. I have to get more of something that I can't bother to do. You can hear the tiredness, can't you? So I'll put sugarcane and cacti farm in here. I also want to prep for doing a deliberate raid with the pillagers. So I need to secure the walls and secure any stairwells with gates, because I discovered that the Ravagers don't seem to break gates. They break trees, but they don't break gates. So I'll just put a wall, flatten the second layer out and put a wall up, and just clean, tidy stuff. I also want to move the bees down to the bottom where the farm is, and tidy up this, put the animal, what's it called? Oh yes, brain dead, word breaking. There's animal pens upstairs that are totally in the way, and the bees are in the way, and I want to put walls around most, if not all, of the building, get secure stairwells either installed or secure, And maybe if there's time, if my creative brain starts working on the weekend, I wouldn't mind having a go at fixing the outside of the iron farm to make it a little pretty looking, because it's currently really ugly. But we'll have to see. I'm here because this is what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do these first. Excuse the bus or truck going past. But we'll have to just see what happens, because my brain and my body are trashed. I'm waiting for a migraine to start, because it probably will, and probably a fibro flare up as well. So I may be sick as a dog and not be able to do everything I want to do. But I thought I'd just do the chores, tidy stuff up, make things look a little bit prettier. If I can't do the prettying up the iron farm, I might try to do the last of the shading for the main smaller castle, and silly irritating things like, can you see the ceiling? Part of it is jungle wood and part of it is oak, and that happens throughout the castle and the other castle. That's sort of those little tiny details. Have a go at them, and we'll see what happens. So, for now, wish me luck, and hopefully more brain cells that function, and cue the music. And welcome back, lovely people. I hope you enjoyed the montage. It was about 2 days worth of work, so huzzah. Oh, I don't know if you just noticed that. The 2 farms are done. I doubled the sugarcane because there was room. There isn't really enough room for a second one of these. I don't know if you noticed while I was doing the intro part that it went pop. These farms are really easy. Cacti don't like being next to things like fences, so when one grows, I can't put it on. It won't. No matter how many times I click it, it won't click. But it grows. This pops it off. Ooh, there we go, and it goes down the water stream into the chest for storage. Now, it's been about an hour since I cleared out the box. Oh, that's not bad. Obviously, it's not very efficient, like super efficient like on Hermitcraft, but it free cacti, sweet. These are a little bit more redstone and a little bit less just physics, Minecraft physics. These observers, I don't know if you know, they observe when there's a block shift, something in the space in front of it changes. It's not like people standing in front of it, it's actually when things get put down, like, wait for it. And it triggers a redstone signal. So, if I do that, and click in front of it, it'll go a pulse of redstone. And because of redstone physics, that pulse charges these pistons. And they go off and they knock them down. I love the way they do that. I don't know if I can slow it down. And sometimes the bits of sugarcane get stuck on the mud. The original design had earth, dirt down there underneath the sugarcane, and you'd lose all the ones that stay on that stay set down just there instead of going into the water. But I put it on instead of dirt, I put it on mud. And mud is just slightly like 1 pixel shorter, which means that a hopper minecart going underneath the block picks it up. So it reduces waste. Ooh, stacking a bit. That's not bad. That's from in here. So it did pretty well with that. I'm kind of happy. I've never done either before. I just sort of cobbled things together. The one that I saw used dirt instead of mud, and I just added the mud because I'd been doing it for my experiments with making villager farms, like for making farms with villagers. Not dirt, but the physics of blocks that aren't quite 1 block high. Although it looks 1 block high, shorter. It looks the right height, but physics-wise it's one pixel shorter. Like farm blocks. So, pretty happy. I don't know what I'm going to use the cactus for, but we'll see. Maybe I'll make a wholly green project and use all the cacti for green dye. Out here we tidied. Moved all of the animals and noise generating people over here with the piggies and coos, them and the sheeps. I like the sheep, they're silly. And got rid of the bees, put the bees over here by the farm. Now I actually keep the farm because I don't need it actually. I've got the villager farms, but I actually use it as a timer because I have a kind of amnesia, and it means like I'm totally time blind. I'm also autistic, so also time blind in that sense. And every time I notice that, see, all these crops are done, and the sugarcane out here are done, and probably over here as well. Yeah. So that means it's time to go through and clear all the crops and then go up and do trading in the trading hall. It's the only way I can remember. But the bees down here are good because they're firstly out of the way. Secondly, bees actually do something, or they did do something, to make the crops grow faster. I don't know. That's what used to be the case, like when bees first came in. I'm not sure if I'm correct now, but we'll see what happens. I made the wall. Doing the wall took a whole day on its own. Like flattening it out and then adding deep slate as a wall part. I also added a couple of platforms. I need some more this end so that I can get up on the platforms and shoot the pillagers when they come eventually. See, from above you can just snipe stuff. Whee! Part of the cleaning up, which I didn't show, was I also covered up a bunch of, there was a hole there, hole to a cave, and one on the other side, and one over near the XP farm. Because when you make a pillager raid, often the pillagers, they drop into caves and they just stay there going and then you can't progress the raid because you can't find the little blighters. What I usually have to do then is actually like do a recording with the replay mod, go out of the game for a moment and see where they are. It's very annoying. So I think the cleanup did pretty well. I've been quite... I managed to avoid a migraine, but the rest of me has been completely and utterly exhausted. So I didn't get to doing the shading on the main castle, or finishing off, or doing the prettification of the iron farm. I did start by making this bridge a little bit less awful. I kind of want to make it into like a swing bridge, like a rope bridge. But I got to be careful because anything within a certain distance, I think it's 15 blocks of the villages, and an iron golem will form. And if it's not a half slab on the bottom half, see that outlines the blocks, and then this is halfway through the block, so it's not on a normal level, which is why the glass sticks out as well. So if I put it down one block, or up one slab I should say, it will make a spawnable surface. So I have to figure out how far I can I have to keep this flat. It may be like here, I don't know, but I would like to make it curvy, or I don't know, have you know, these struts like the main bridge or something. It just still too dull. I've got pillagers there in a boat. One of them is the captain. I don't know if you can see. I don't have zoom. And there's a pillager outpost. Kind of, you can see the tree just below my pointer. Just above the bridge. Just beyond that is a pillager outpost, so I can get a pillager raid. You know, get the bad omen to start a raid. But I'm thinking if I get the omen from that direction, I can cross the bridge. Maybe put a gates over the exit of the bridge. And then once I get close to these ones, these villages, then it'll trigger the bad omen into a raid. And then if I'm really brave, I could try it this side as well. I mean, this side's pretty secure. I put a wall up on this side as well for the most part. So, yeah. So we can do it from both sides, you know, do extra raids. Just, you know, because I can, and I haven't actually done a raid, as far as I can remember, on my own, without cheating. It is kind of funny to fly in creative mode and shoot, do pot shots at them, but maybe I'm mean. Either way, it's time to say goodbye. See you next time. I hope you have a good 10 days. And I'll see what we can do next week. If you have any ideas, if you want me to do the shading or the iron farm prettification or the actual raids, let me know in the comments. But until then, ara ni tasa.